What up, y'all? It is Wednesday. It is studio and chill, but as you can see, the studio is in disarray. We had some computer issues, and to rectify some of the computer issues, it involved removing the computer. There was a mess of USB that was entwined in the mess of the audio cables, which had the MIDI involved, so I just decided to unplug it all and kind of redo, hopefully revamp the setup here. We'll see what we can do. It's honestly a lot of not really tedious, just picky sort of work, and I take my time with it. So we'll see how far we get tonight, but I'm ultimately just going to be chilling. I have none of the synths connected right now, so it's going to be more of a nerdy stream for the people who like seeing this kind of stuff. So if you guys are ever curious about what I do and how things are running, this is a perfect opportunity to sit in and see how it's going to happen here. So that being said, I want to reimagine the table a little bit. I might get rid of the Proton and the Edge in this setup just because they take up a lot of space. But again, we'll see what happens when we get there. So let me share the stream around here. And we live. And quiet. It's so weird without having the house music in the beginning. So I'm just gonna share this around for a quick minute. How's everybody doing out there? Good, good. Let me see. I got nobody watching right now. This is hilarious. I'm just talking to nobody. Oh, no viewers. Gotta love it. Oh, OJ's here. Hell yeah. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, so I don't know how much of that you caught. I've been rambling this whole time, but numero uno in the chest and in my heart, homie. Yeah, we got nothing plugged in. We got nothing plugged in, so I can lift this up, I can throw it away. Nothing's holding it down. So tonight is just kind of reimagining what's kind of going on here. So yeah, but first, also, this is the drive from my computer that contains the whole entire Funktuate like history. I got all the funk days recorded on here. I got all my Ableton projects, and for whatever reason, the computer doesn't want to see it. So I purchased this enclosure. So I quickly just want to see if it will register. That way I can omit the problem being the drive or the motherboard. Just another part of the troubleshooting here. So I'm going to go ahead and just crack this open. I can't even play like any music, which sucks because like it all gets copyrighted. And I would play some, actually, you know what I will do? I'll just go play my my SoundCloud for some background music. We'll just do some background music while I do this. Do I have desktop audio on here? Video capture, mix LR. No. Let me swap out the video capture. Let me add in a desktop audio. Video capture. Where is it? Audio input capture. I can't just go. Okay, I got to get rid of that. Audio input capture, remove. What's going on, Brett? Yo, I fiend for my industrial techno. Well, you're gonna see some industrial techno in a industrial construction setting here because, yeah, screaming strings. There's no cables. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna be doing with the setup because I brought out the patch bay. The patch bay's chilling over here. I got the FMR RNC. Oh, you got an early day, eh? Tomorrow? Or just a long day today? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. I'm going to quickly find a Phillips head I can work with here. I just want to get this drive out of the bracket, and then I want to put it in the enclosure real quick and just see if I can get some of the Funktuate stuff back. So yeah, let me figure out the sound here real quick. Damn, I feel like a boomer sometimes. Waveform. Yeah, no. Okay, where's the... Is there no desktop audio anymore? Application audio capture, input audio capture, audio output, browser. Yeah, can I just capture browser? Media source. Let me just do browser. No. Audio output capture. Yeah, but I'm just trying to capture desktop because I have nothing outputting right now, right? Is it output capture? Let me try it. Audio output capture. Default. Let's go line out. Main out 1, 2. Hopefully it's not duplicating anything there. Let me push play on... Hey. Brett, you're at a nuclear power plant? What the hell? That's insane. At the nuclear power plant, got to be up earlier than usual. We got a meltdown, chief. That's hilarious, man. That's sweet. I didn't know you were doing that kind of stuff. Are you? That's crazy, man. That must be a very, very interesting line of work. I have questions. Sorry about that. Part of this whole rebuild is I put a new power supply in the computer last night. One of the PCIe ends was just grinding up on the fan on the power or on the video card. That is a cool job. Good job. Yeah, dude, Motu's sick. I have the Motu Ultralite MK5 interface, and it's been rock solid. I love it so much. All right, guys, again, we had the drive die. Keep your fingers crossed that this hard drive is at least going to be seen by the computer. If it is, then I might have a problem with my motherboard. If it's still not being seen, it's the drive. And I might have to do some data recovery. So we'll see what happens here. Can't play that. I'll actually get copywritten by my own song. Drive is connected, but it's not showing up anywhere on the computer, so yeah, I should do that. I do have TuneCore. This sucks. Oh wait, what? Yeah, no, it's not. I think the drive is dead. Now, if anybody knows of some cheap or useful ways to do this myself to recover data, I've done it before, and I remember paying like $100 for a piece of software. But has anybody done any data recovery recently? Because it's, yeah. I don't know what happened. It's a SSD. It's a Western Digital 510, and it just crapped the bed. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not showing up in my PC. None of my disks. I even go to view and go show hidden items, and it's not there. So let's try a different port. Yeah, I mean all the funk days are on YouTube, you know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about like losing them completely. But in terms of clips, I like to have the original recording, and then yeah, see OJ, I skipped. I didn't skip. I just didn't do the whole backup thing. I have 3 hard drives in this computer. One of them's dead. And yeah. I'm after this though. If I get it recovered, I'm getting that whole backup system figured out. Believe me. This sucks. Network, iCloud Drive, no. Local disk, games. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Yeah, I have a 500 gig for the boot and like just small applications, and then I have a games drive for all my games and for all my racing stuff, and then I had the 1 terabyte SATA SSD for just the music stuff, and then that died. And yeah, we will figure it out. We'll figure it out. But let's get back to business over here, y'all. Yeah, I don't have a laptop. What you see is what you get in here. I had a MacBook, and then I got a PC right after that died, so. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to get all the synths off the table. Get that over there. Twin Cities Oxygen, what's going on, homie? I only want the essentials up here for now. So I know I need the drum machine. I know I need the dig attack. I know I need the heat. I'm gonna get copywritten for this for sure. I guess I haven't really given you guys a good look at the mixer. That's the mixer I use. It's the Mackie Pro Effects 12 V3. The reason why I got it is because in this price range, the only other mixer that I know of that has like separate assignable sub and master outputs is a Soundcraft Signature 12. But this one is a little wonky, and it outputs quieter on the right channel than the left channel. So I've been meaning to like clean it and fix it, but yeah, I just decided to get a different mixer instead. So damn, this thing looks dusty. I might actually try out, maybe whatever dust was in there moved, and maybe I can actually use this, because what I really enjoyed about the Soundcraft, that's a weird technicality on the Mackie. This is definitely copyright. What am I doing here? Can't be doing this. What can I play? Let me just play an old Funk Day. Frig it. Funk it. Does anyone have a favorite Funk Day? I don't know if you guys keep track of the numbers or anything, but does anyone have a favorite Funk Day? Any particular number? It's going to be weird because I'm going to be like talking. I'll play an earlier one where I'm not talking so much. We'll go back to the roots of the Funk Day here. It's going to be raw. February 5th. Right now I'm on Monday Funk Day number 3. So enjoy. All right. I want to see if I can get this one working. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's nice because you can go master, group 1 and 2. And one thing I don't like about the Mackie is the gain knob is only working if you are using the preamp. So if I'm in on the line inputs, which I am on some synths, I'm unable to use the gain, which I don't like. And the Mackie has the ability to pick what frequency in the mid that you want to actually adjust. So it's a little bit more dynamic in that sense. But also it only has, I guess I can get away with using the RCA for the dig attack for that stereo input. So maybe we'll get it going with the no, let me get it plugged in here and we'll see what happens. All right. Okay, so I'll kind of work backwards in terms of the chain. So first we have to make sure we're getting our signal into our audio interface, right? So I already have the left and right going out into the speakers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the left and right from the mixer and then put it on the input on the interface there. So we're going to take these XLR to balance 1/4 inch and then we're going to input it. Very cool. So if our left and right plugged in, we have to get, I just want to get some sound into this guy to see what is going on. So let's go ahead. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get rid of the Mackie for now. And let's get the Soundcraft over. Let's get the Soundcraft there. Everything still feels pretty good. Ooh. Never mind. I thought yeah. Never mind. I was like headphone queuing. How am I going to do that? But no big deal. Okay. This is the Soundcraft Signature 12. All right, so Dig Attack's going into this channel, which you guys can't really see. But yeah, let's get some power going. Well, I'll at least get it fired up and see if we can get some sound running through here to see if it's still acting up. If it is, we'll swap it back to the Mackie. So we'll see here. Yeah, Soundcraft is dope, man. Let her ride, let her ride. Having finicky equipment, yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm the king of jank equipment for some reason. So let me plug in the mixer. We have power. No, not yet, actually. I'm gonna be dipping in and out behind, underneath. So my bad. All right, we have life on the Dig Attack. We have life on the mixer. Yeah, dude, the analog heat is one of those things where you look at it, you're like, oh my God, I'm not paying that much. And you kind of see what it does. And it kind of justifies itself at the end of the day. But I highly recommend it, Joel. I don't know if you've seen any other funk days or live sessions I've done, but it is like a staple in the sound that I'm trying to do. So, yeah. Makes you feel better. I bought mine brand new. Yeah, dude, it's the way I justified it was like, I don't know if you're familiar with the SSL Fusion, but I was gonna get the SSL Fusion, and then I saw the analog heat, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of more in the genre that I'm trying to do. You know what I mean, for the sound at the end of the day. So just decided to do that instead. Can you guys hear the music? Yeah. Is it overpowering at all? I'm actually gonna stop the music for a sec and just see what goes on here. Well, that's working. Shit, my bad. It's not like it was worth hearing anyways, honestly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. One sec. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Twin Cities, don't worry about it. I won't be in the middle of building my studio back up on October 25th. Speaking of which, guys, Twin Cities Oxygen is kind enough to honor me with an opportunity here. So for the Nova Scotian SPCA, we're throwing down October 25th. More details to come on that. Go check out my Instagram, my story for just the flyer. But yeah, we're gonna be getting the details all eked out, and then I'll be sharing some more info when I can. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Seems like the mixer is fine. I won't judge too quickly, though. Are we outputting? Yeah, we are. I still have a pre-fader listen? Where? Active PFL. Where? Active pre-fader listen. Where? Oh, there we go. Maybe we'll get a whole different sound with this mixer. Okay, so far so good, y'all. So next, what I like to do is grab the group output right away, and I'll put a signal for that into the back of the drum machine. So what that allows us to do is select what we want to output into the drum machine for processing. So yeah, let's do that. I just get like a basic setup going tonight. And I don't know if you guys are buying TRS cables that have direction arrows on them, but apparently the sound only travels one direction. So yeah, I have to make sure the sound is flowing this way through the cable. So let's make sure we're doing that. I'm also just OCD and I don't mind doing all that. So we're gonna go in on the left to the output of the left side of the group here. Group. And then here we will go flow in to this bad boy. I'll do some more cable management later, but let's just get it roughed up here and just kind of see what happens with just this. Yeah, so now we need the actual sound from the drum machine to go into the mixer. But this is actually where things get a little bit more interesting, because what I'm going to do is actually output into the heat. Because out of the drum machine... How did I have it before? Everything had its own source. I think I had... Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do again. Nice. Yeah, dude, me too. I'm kind of binded by how many cables I don't have right now. So we got in left. We're gonna go out the left and right into the heat. And then out of the heat, we'll go take a channel on the mixer. So same thing, we're gonna get 2 TRS cables. Okay, I need a drum machine bad. I don't want to keep that looping. Let me play the old funk day. Your internet's crying for some reason. That's not good. All right, let me get some power and some MIDI going here. So we'll slowly just build up the setup, you know what I mean? So we'll get an MIDI in on the TR8S here. And then we will get a MIDI out from our dig attack so that we can send some clock to the Roland here. And we gotta get our power supplies. So we'll get our other electron power supply here. Canyon Stoic. It may look like the newest piece is the launch control here. It's the MIDI controller for the dig attack, but the studio's just in disarray right now. I'm just trying to set it up a little bit. Maybe I'll set this up and then we'll literally just start jamming from there, you know? Where's my power supply for the
Yo, shout out to all the homies in the chats right now.
Agreed.
Jace, Carson, what's going on, guys?
I just have an old funk day playing right now, so I'm going to be talking on top of it. Yeah, dude, the launch control is sick. I was going to go for something by Fader Fox, but they're way too expensive.
I just want to let this ride for a bit. It's super basic, it's super repetitive, but it just brings a smile to your face, doesn't it? Alright. See if we can switch it up.
All right, so we got the drum machine and the dig attack hooked up into the heat. So again, we have the group output going into the input section on the Roland. So what we're going to do is input, output into this guy, and then the heat, it has its own channel, stereo channel on the mixer here. So how am I already, what? That's not good. The frig is that sound? Are you guys hearing that? That's showing up over there? Sounds like mic feedback. What the hell? What is that? That's weird. Sounds digital, sample it's some kind of interference. Could this thing just be so shot? It only happens when it's like up. What if I pan it? It is a pannable asset. My bad, everybody. I figured it out. I had it feeding back through itself by accident, so... maybe don't let me gaslight you, because I mean, my stuff is all right, right? Like there's right, yeah, there's left, yeah, I'm good there. Hey, Joel, thanks for checking it out. I'll be back this Monday for Monday Funk Day number 105. So if you want to see some live, more, this setup a little bit more in a live setting, then yeah, come back on Monday, Joel. Nice to have you stop by, bud. Thanks. I'm relatively happy with that. What do you guys think? We got the Soundcraft in the mix now, guys. This is, it's different. It's a little different. But I'm wondering now, do I run it through the RNC? Because I have the RNC, that compressor, right here. And I don't know. I might forget about it for now because I have another Behringer compressor here as well. I got too many compressors. And none of them can fill up my tires. Yeah. I like it just the way it is. And like we can still get the Proton and the Edge involved. Because I was talking to Golden Paw about this, and I was like, I get like task paralysis sometimes looking at all the synths. So I'm tempted to just leave the Edge and the Proton out of the mix for now, and come back to it later. If like I mean to reach for it, you know? Yeah, that's true. I could get it in there in the mix just to have, but yeah, I don't really have a need for it right now. Let's see here. Let's just see about the real estate, because I got my patch bay here too. If I were to get more things involved, I need to get the patch bay going, because when there's a lot of gear, you want to be able to swap between and around stuff. So we'll keep that over there for now. And it sucks. I had my audio interface here Velcroed underneath the desk and then ended up falling. So I don't want to put it there again. And I also have to figure out a way to mount my power supply underneath the table as well. That would just help it be a lot cleaner. But I just have it off to the side for now. The power bar, I should say. Conditioner / power bar. I would do Velcro, man, but again, I like the interface fell off the table. I don't know if it just got too hot. I have some more Velcro somewhere in here. I don't know where it went. Might be one of the drawers back there, but yeah, I don't trust the Velcro right now. The Motu fell. I came into the room and the Motu was on the ground, and I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. So, still underneath. Yeah, the Motu's just a little too heavy, and like with the power supply too has got some good chunky weight to it, and then add all the cables and all the sag weight, you know what I mean? All that cable sag, that adds up. So I'm gonna probably, like, it has the ability to like latch onto screw heads, you know what I mean? So I can put some screw heads under there and then I can just like slot it in. So I might do that. There you go too, OJ. You got it. What can I do though? Can I... Actually, there are some pre-threaded or like... Yeah. Interesting. Because yeah, one thing that I suffer from is cable management. And some of these cables are just so long, you have to like wrap them up 10 times in order to cable manage properly here. So I kind of just want to get everything draping in a relatively clean fashion and then suck it all up with the Velcro ties after the fact. But yeah, I feel like a friggin' Jack in the Box. Shoe racks from Target. Yeah, that's actually smart too. I actually have like these little hooks. Having access behind is the best, yeah. Yeah, DJ Sunset, I'm literally like, I was like, I'm going to take apart the studio and redo it. And I literally just did the exact same thing I always do. So I guess it's tried and true. And I should stop stressing over the layout. But yeah, the essential, the backbone, guys. If I were to like tour with a Funk Day setup, I would just take the Digitact, I would plug it into the Roland, and then Roland out into the heat, and then the heat out into a mixer. This would be just the live rig, and then I'd bring the launch control with me as well, just for some added control. This layout is essential, and everything else is just kind of seasoning on the fries, you know. So like the Moog, it's there to just like sometimes I just play the Moog. I'll just turn the Moog on and I'll just sync into the oscillators and all that kind of stuff. It's super intoxicating, but again, like the immediacy of it, like everything on the front panel is knob per function, but sometimes it's a little too deep in terms of like an improvised setting. I should be making my own presets and just saving them and maybe doing some program changes on the Digitact, but yeah. What mixer? DJ Sunset. I just swapped. I had this mixer here. This is the Signature 12 from Soundcraft. I had it just chilling on the shelf down there. You guys couldn't really see it, but I decided to give it another chance because it was kind of shit in the bed on me, and now it seems to be doing its job proper. So you can't have my Mackie, but you can buy my Mackie. Actually, I'm going to keep the Mackie as a backup, as a Mac-up. Yeah, the Mackie's sick, but again, I didn't like the fact that I couldn't adjust the gain on the channel unless it was running through a preamp. So if it was running through a line-in, it didn't let you adjust any settings, any gain stuff. And each channel on this has a 100 hertz cutoff, which is amazing. And you get the mid-band frequency adjustment on different frequencies and gain, right? So I can kind of more fine-tune the frequencies and all that. Yeah, DJ Sunset, 600 for it. If I sign it too, that's 600 American. It's actually tempting. You could buy a house with 600 American dollars converted to Canadian. Yeah. It's not broken, but the Soundcraft was acting up. It was weird because I think it was the right channel. It was outputting like 5 dB less, and it was noticeable. Like I could hear the drop off, and I decided just to try it again, and it seemed to have fixed itself. I don't know if I blew air into the right part of the problem, but it's working now. Well, I turn it off, DJ Sunset. The Mackie had a switch, and then the Soundcraft doesn't have a switch, but there's a switch on the power bar that I'll probably end up using. But yeah, I'm liking what's going on right now. So let's continue getting some stuff plugged in here. Let's get this power figured out. I'm only using RCA out of the Digitact because this mixer only has 2 available TRS inputs for stereo, and then the only other stereo channel is on RCA. So Digitact's going out from 1/4 inch to RCA, and then these are 1/4 inch, but since I just needed a short throw to the heat from the Roland, I just used my my HOSA patch cables. Yes, OJ McBaggins, that is also a thing. Tascam Model 12s are sick for the recording aspects, definitely. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the Novation Launch Control XL3 involved here. I actually didn't need to take that out. So MIDI out. Actually, I just want to get this plugged in now because I need it. If you guys don't have one of these and you guys have multiple pieces of MIDI gear, get yourself one of these, the MIDI Solutions Quadra Through. What it does is allows you to have one output go into 4 outputs. So when I have it running out of the Digitact, I'm able to send MIDI simultaneously to all the synths. So yeah. Yeah, that's true, OJ McBaggins. In due time. Yeah, no, that's smart. But yeah, the MIDI Solutions boxes have saved my life many a time. So I will get the clock going from the Digitact back into the TR8S out of the MIDI Solutions box here. Now we'll grab a MIDI cable and we'll get the launch control plugged into the Digitact there as well. Launch control. And into the MIDI in on the Digitact. Now I'll just grab the power, the USB-C for that unit, wherever it is down here. Is this it? Yes, sir. And we've got MIDI control. Why do I need a DJ mixer when I'm not DJing right now? I gotta get behind the setup again. Uno momento. We've got too much stuff. Yeah, I've thought about it, honestly. Like, the only way that would work the best is if I got 2 Digitacts. You know, I can just DJ back and forth between them and cue the next beat up. That would be awesome. That's pretty sweet, OJ. Yeah, no, that's why I got the Novation as well. It's because it's really good at controlling the software stuff, you know? Trying to find the power supply for my USB. Oh. Never mind. There it is. USB hub. I think I've seen that before, Christian. Somebody sent me that. I think it was Golden Paw who sent me that. And it's that master MIDI that you can use and stop and switch a project, bring it back. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Maybe I'll look into that. Power supply for the peak is in. All right, we got power to the peak. Excellent. Now we'll get power to the Moog. Boom. That is interesting. I'm actually trying to sell to a few small restaurants and stuff like that. Like the whole idea of me just setting up in the corner and just being able to try this whole thing live, you know, in an actual setting. It's a tough sell. Like this one place I hit up today, they're like, yeah, like we usually do like Afro beats, you know, like some Afro and Mexican sort of rhythmic stuff. I'm like, okay, but how about some bouncy house? And they're like, no, we don't rent bouncy houses. I'm like, no, like house music that's bouncy. They're like, oh, I'm just kidding. It didn't actually go like that, but yeah, it's a tough sell. The government helps. They need attraction in many places and pay you. Wait till they find... What do you mean? I just have to present them with like an offer and they'll pay me to play gigs? Uh-oh. What's going on? Did my video freeze? What the heck is going on here? That's weird. Huh. Video capture device. Properties. 1 second here. What the hell? There we go. My goodness. Weird. All right, let's get the audio from the Moog and the Peak over to the mixer here. How am I doing on cable management? Ugh. It's so gross. I don't know what to do. There's so much stuff. Guys, because not only do I have the music set up, I also have the racing set up behind it, right? So, like, that's its own slew of random cables and power supplies. It's just a mess. Yeah, that's exactly what I just did there, OJ, and it worked, so. Let's actually move that over a little bit. Let's get the MIDI underneath the power. Ooh. Sorry, I hit it and I had to try it out, you know? Sounds like a nail gun. I don't know. Yeah, I hit the dig attacked, and that's just fun. I get a little too distracted. But is it weird seeing like the room with the lights on like this? It's like when the lights go on in the club. It's like it's super sobering, and you know, the whole atmosphere isn't really captured that well. Let's see here. It's like, this is all I really need. Like, do I sell the Proton and the Edge? Like, I don't want to, but like, do I need them? Christian, I tried that at one point, but for whatever reason, Ableton only limits you to a certain amount of memory, or data, I guess. I don't know. They limit your recording amount, and with the amount of channels I was recording, it only allowed me to record up to 8 minutes at a time. So I tried to make a template in Reaper, but between the Digitact overbridge stuff, it just got too weird. And then I managed to get one kind of down in a hacky way, and just exporting the stems, 4 hours of them and flipping through it was a little bit tedious. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get like a good sounding just left and right recording stuff down. Like, jam like I do on the Funk Day, polish off the beat a little bit, add some fills, and then just record the left and right, and then upload to SoundCloud. Maybe do a release. It does, but I have a Mackie, or not a Mackie, I have a Motu interface, and I use that for my I/O for the computer audio. It's just a better converter and whatnot. But everything here, this could be an interface, this could be an interface, that could be an interface. Yeah, I have audio interfaces up the wazoo in here. But I like my dedicated Motu Ultralite MK4, guys. Or is it MK5? MK5. Yeah, the only input I have, like I had this one rig, Christian. I don't know if you remember or you're familiar, but I had every single available output from the synths, the left and right from the Digitact, the Roland. I had that all in the patch bay. So one signal was going to the mixer for like the live setup, and then the other signal was going to the interface for the computer. So I was able to monitor all that. But then I would record the stems there, but then they weren't getting distorted by the heat, right? Because the heat takes the whole entire signal, and based on that amplitude, it distorts, right? So I wasn't getting like, because there's certain sound design that I'm doing that's cool, but it's really like colored when it hits the distortion, and like you're kind of playing the synths to that, you know what I mean? And yeah, the effect was just kind of lost. And I was like, man, this is just disheartening. So yeah, don't get into synthesizers, guys, if you actually like are serious about making music. Or it's just me because I'm just all over the place in terms of what I want to do here. So yeah. This is pretty clean though. I do like the setup. I got to figure out something with the power bar to get it more central here. Just so that the whole entire like power stuff isn't just flowing in one direction. I'd rather have it go over the table that way. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some audio and MIDI into these guys. Yeah, like my plan is to just record it as cleanly as possible, and then maybe use the heat again to like re-record it as the mastering chain. I'll just do some light like boost or saturation instead of just killing it. Yeah. I need to take advantage more of the recall, especially like on the Moog. Moog's got no sound. Let me get the Moog plugged in here real quick. Uno momento. And yes, I bought this particular cable specifically for the Moog. I needed to get something funky for the funkiest device in the setup. Moog's going into channel Uno. Let's send that out through 1 and 2. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know why, but like, I feel like if you're a synth nerd, the pinnacle of your synth collection is going to be either a Moog or like a sequential piece. Some of that DSI, you know? A second sub 37. That is crazy. It's just so fat. It's just so fat sounding. What's going on with the sound here, though? Why is there so much reverb? Where's that reverb coming from? One of my favorite things to do is get the mod mount here, get the pitch going. And then you get that nice funk wobble. You know what I mean? It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay. Let's get some sound. Let's actually get the MIDI going. Oh, yeah. One other thing I don't have on the table right now is the launch key. Oh, the key step. Not a launch key. Oh, do I push everything up and get the launch or the key step involved? Dude, I don't know what Moog did when they sold out, but man, their new synths are just not the same. They don't have the same soul inside of them. You know what I mean? The second they moved out of Asheville, North Carolina, I'm glad I got one of the last, good pieces of Moog out of the Asheville factory. Half the weight because it has half the soul in it, buddy. What do I do? Yeah, because the edge. We could get the edge there, right at the edge of the table. I mean, it's not a terrible idea just to have that up there. It's not like I need to really reach and... Yeah, that's not a big deal. I can have that going there. Yeah, it's not really that heavy, but, you pick it up and you can feel the back of it. The back is just made out of vibranium. Look at this. She was dusty under there, but it's all just cold metal on the back. And yeah, mine was technically secondhand, so I got a pretty good deal for my Moog. So have to be arranged in DAW. Have the Minotaur. Yeah, the Minotaur. I had a Siren. I had a Moog Siren once upon a time. Then I sold it to some dude in Australia. But yeah, the Siren was really, really cool. It was really, really fun. But I sold that, and then I got... Can't remember. But I hated not having anything Moog, and then a good opportunity came up to buy the Sub 37 there. So, subsequent 37. What's his channel called? Audio Pills? Hi, it's Back Today Audio Pills with bad gear. Every time I see a piece of gear on the bad gear thing, I'm like, God damn it, that I own. Dreadbox got some good stuff. That's a good move for sure. Good on you for that. The interesting thing here is, can I go MIDI in? Let me try that. Let's see. Curiosity's getting the best of me now. Let's get 2 MIDI cables up here. Do I have enough? Should have enough. Now, this might be weird to get working, but because the MIDI in on the Digitact is being occupied by the input from the launch control, I wonder if I can actually go to the through out number 2. MIDI out of there. Where's my little USB power for that gay? C'est ici, monsieur. D'accord. Let's get that plugged into some pow. And channel 10. Hell yeah. And then can we still control? We can still control. Oh my lord. Game changer. Okay. We're going to leave that where that is. And then we're going to output. Actually, I'll have to get one of these. Out to the edge for the MIDI in there. And then that is the 12 volt. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I really got to start labeling my power supplies. I'm terrible, guys. I'm just so many bad habits that you guys should not be experiencing. I am not a professional. I'm just a hobbyist. Excuse me. That was inappropriate. Okay, let me grab the audio for the Edge, which will be right over somewhere down here, hopefully. The hell, where is it? I'm running out of cables on the ground, though. That's a good sign. Things are looking a little cleaner here. Where is that cable? There it is. Notice the Novation XL is new, yeah. Yeah, Christian, the Novation Control XL. I was sick and tired of menu diving and adjusting things one at a time on the Digitact, so it's nice now because I can be over here even, you know, and still controlling aspects of the Digitact while being in arm's reach for everything over here. And then while I'm focusing on this, I know that this will be, you know, my delay. Then I can switch the page and I can go into my filters for each channel and all that kind of stuff. So fully customizable. There's 15 different pages. So it's pretty relentless in terms of the capability and whatnot. So yeah. Guys, so the Edge is weird. It doesn't have any 1/4 inch outs. So we actually go right out of the VCA. So I'm going right out of the VCA on the Edge. And I'll get that plugged in. I'll get that buddied up next to the Moog here. We don't even... Do we have space for the Proton? I don't know. I can ditch this guy off the table. I can move that over. Okay. It's kind of looking a little bit better. And I should get like a lavalier lapel microphone. You know what? Damn. I want this to be Velcroable again because it was so convenient when it was underneath the table, not taking up that surface area. Damn. The edge is a hard beast to tame sometimes. Yay. I do have an arm for the dig attack. I don't know if you guys are watching when I actually had the dig attack on a Vesa arm, and then I was able to whip it around. I might consider doing that again. I don't have a clampy, like a clamped. Do I actually? No, I'm using that for the monitor right now. Let me grab the arm. Uno momento. Yo, Marcus Galvin, thanks for the subscription. If you're still watching there, buddy, I just saw that notification. Appreciate you. But yeah, we got Vesa arms right here. This one in particular, I don't know if it came with a clamp. I can't remember, but I had it so it was drilled into the table and it was just being mounted like that. Actually, let me go see if there's a clamp. Because I do have the screws and all that somewhere. Damn, when I sold the dig attack, did I take the screws out of the back? I can't remember. Uh-oh. Yeah, let me go check on that real quick. Be right back. Yeah, it's MIA for now. Might be in this closet, actually. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Jesus. I gotta clean up this room. All right, yeah, that's MIA for now. Oh, geez, I can't even open that closet all the way. Okay, well, I think that is kind of all I really wanted to get done today for the most part. We got MIDI, we got audio. I still have to put the audio in for the peak. Let me do that right quick. Yeah, Christian, I should have it go like laying around somewhere. I can't remember if I got that arm from Marketplace or if I ordered it on Amazon. I think I ordered it on Amazon, so I should have the box, but I'm not going to look through everything while I'm streaming. I mean, I already did, but yeah. Let's get some MIDI and some audio going to this section over here, and then I think I'm going to call it a night. I might do a Friday night stream just to kind of test out what we did here today. Yeah, no, thanks, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I know it was a little lackluster. I mean, if you guys had fun, I had fun. But not so very music-oriented, more so showing you guys the back end, the nitty-gritty, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like what you're saying there about getting the heat up on a VESA arm. Because I like what you guys can see. You know, you guys can see me interact with the Dig Attack, the Novation, the drum machine. There's not really too much worth talking about. Like, there's the heat's... Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. The heat's not really doing anything crazy in terms of, like, producing sound. It's really just coloring. So it would make the most sense to get up and out of the way. So thank you for that, Christian. What prompted the rebuild? Good question there, Foxflight. So, that's kind of a domino effect, to be honest. I realized something was going wrong with my computer, and all the signs kind of pointed to poor power. And I had done some upgrades with my video card and my processor, and I hadn't upgraded the video card or the power supply, so things were kind of succumbing to the power loss there. So I replaced the power supply yesterday, and then in the midst of getting the computer out, I unplugged all the USB cables. I, was wrestling around with all the cables, and then I just decided to unplug everything. And I was just like, when you hit that limit, you're like, God damn it. I unplugged everything, and I just wound up all the cables and put them on the floor. And yeah, and aside from all that, we still have the dead drive right here. The 2.5-inch SSD is inside this enclosure, and we are not able to read the disk. So 100% of all the Funk Days, all of my Ableton projects, samples, are on here, and I don't have access to it. So, yeah, I don't know. I low-key really enjoy just wiring and setting things up and just getting things where they need to be. But yeah, just refreshing the setup a little bit is always nice. But man, no matter what I do, I can't figure out the cable management. I think when I get home tomorrow, since I'm not streaming, I have my little racing thing later on in the evening. But I'm just going to take the night before that just to rework some of the wiring here. Ugh. Yeah. But like I said, let's get some audio into the peak, or out of the peak and into the mixer. Fox Flight, you didn't miss everything. We still got a little bit of action, but I'm winding down now. Let's get that going over here. Plug that into our available stereo left portion there. And we'll string this long cable all the way around and into the left output of our peak. Output left. And then we'll get the right side going here. And rinse and repeat, except we are focusing on the right channel. Amazing. Now we just need the MIDI. So I've got 2 long MIDI cables here. Do I have 3 long MIDI cables? Yep. Okay. We just need 2. So go out of the MIDI solutions box. I'll go into the Moog, and then I'll go out of the Moog into the peak. Actually, vice versa, because the peak or the Moog doesn't have a through. So we're actually going to go through output on the peak and in to the MIDI in on the Moog. Le Moog. Please, can I go in? Can you do that? There you go. And we'll get our yellow MIDI cable. I love this cable. And then we'll go into the peak. Just make sure we got some signal there. Oh, peak. Okay. Yeah. And then the Moog. love that bass line. Who knows what song that was though? That was Alive by Daft Punk. Yeah, data recovery is pricey, and I hope that it doesn't come down to like me having to pay an arm and a leg to get it recovered, but I might have to. We'll see. Yeah, I got to look into backup options. I thought I had it all figured out, but yeah, this drive is barely 2-3 years old. No more than 3, just over 2, I'm imagining. Maybe a year and a half. I can't remember when I bought this, but yeah. It was inside the computer, of course, but yeah. She toast. I don't know how. And I'm sad. Because, like, this was the whole entire music hard drive. You know, I got a games hard drive, I got a boot drive, and I got the music drive. And unfortunately, the music drive isn't working. So I've tried different SATA connections. I've tried different SATA ports. I've tried different cables, even from the power supply, different cables. It's not showing up in my BIOS. I put it in the enclosure, and it's not working. So I know the motherboard isn't the issue at this point, thank God. But it's probably going to be more expensive to get the data off of this, in terms, in like as opposed to buying a new motherboard if that was the issue. But I just bought this cheap enclosure on Amazon today at work, and then I just paid for the shipping to get there nice and early to my place. And yeah, I was hoping that would solve the issue, but yeah, the games drive would have been all right. Because I don't do much gaming. I really only do racing, and like I have some games, but I'm not a big gamer. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's try it again. Did this stream fully die? I accidentally hit the power button on my PC. Uh-oh. Am I back? Did it lapse? Oh my God, it's still going. That's hilarious. Guys, my computer essentially shut down. This is insane. And on the same stream too. How does that even happen? Crazy. Content. Let me go into the control room. Thank God I was able just to hop right back in. Yeah, the shits and giggles killed the stream. Okay, I'm going to plug this back in, but I'm going to be careful not to hit the power button. We're good. All right. Do I see the drive? No, I do not. Oh? Wait, what's this? Whoa. Please insert a disk into USB drive. Wait a second here. False hope. False hope, y'all. Let me actually try doing a the USB-C connection here. See if that changes anything. I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, that actually made a noise though. That's good. Yeah. She's shot. Yeah, you did hear a sound, and it didn't sound before. Let me go to actually the disk management and see if it's in there. Create and format hard drive partitions. Does it show up here? See disk partition 1. Games. View. No. Let's go to drive. Device manager. Is it showing up in disk drives? No. Hard drive recovery tool. That's actually smart. Hard. Let me just look up recovery. Restart advanced setup. Blah, 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 blah. Help with. Does it feel like the? No, get this, man. It's an SSD. It's an SSD, so it's just a digital drive, so no moving parts. Is the hard drive recovery tool still an option if it's an SSD? So I'm genuinely curious now. Hard drive recovery tool. Is it built in, or do I have to download like a third party? Maybe hard drive recovery tool. Usually tester can let you know about bad sectors or something, what it is. Usually you can check disk commands. Should I plug it back into the motherboard first? HD regenerators? It's not an HDD though, does it matter? Okay, supports drive types HDD, SSD, and NVMe. It's $100 for that. Meh. Yeah, you do you, Fox Flight. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. I'll see you hopefully on the next time I'm live. I'm going to try to go live on Friday, guys. I'll see. But for sure Monday, fun day. Woo! You can check data over USB. Okay. Okay, usually first you can like check disk commands. Microsoft has some, but HD generators. Check disk prompt. Use the check disk command, open command prompt as administrator, then type check disk. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Command. Wait, did I open it as administrator? Run as admin. There we go. The drive letter. I think it's /m. Type command in the run as administrator, enter the command. Let me just check disk first. Let me just try that. If parameter not specified, check this only. Okay, let's see here. It's running. Test disk is free. There's a bunch of open free ones. Yo, haven't done this in a while. I'll download test disk. Ugh, download now. Does it come with free malware? I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Used by the system occupied, available on disk, bytes. Okay, yeah, the Windows prompt didn't really tell me much. Easy to use like never before. Okay. Let's see. Clone the drive before any attempt. Yeah, I just don't have another drive. I have to go buy a different drive. The installation was successful. Oh, lost partition 1, lost partition 2. Okay, yeah, I'll dig into this some more later on. Do not use the primary disk for recovery. Let me yo, Fort Road massive. Let me give you some context. So I had an SSD in there, just a SATA connected one, 2.5. It died. It's out. It's currently in an enclosure. And it's just USB connected to the computer right now. What racing games do I play? I play Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione. Yeah, I got my local disk. Scan. No files found. Do not use SSD to unzip. No, I've never done BeamNG. Yeah, dude, I was using this drive to read and write like a lot of big video files because I do the whole 4-hour funk day every Monday, and I was always using that to scrub through and like edit the videos, right? So what would be better for that? Don't use SSD for edit. What do I use for edit? Do I have to get like a hard disk then? An actual hard disk? I need to rework my storage now. Okay, let me specify some more here. So this is the drive in question. It's a 2.5 inch SATA SSD. Are you talking about like HDD SATA? Because this is the drive in question right here. I got to do some research. But if anybody wants, if they want to help, you guys can message me on Instagram, and we can talk about it, because I'm trying to get everything done right here, you know, and So Fort Road Massive, you recommend getting a SATA HDD or SATA SSD? Because I was running this. If this is bad, then I will go to an HDD for my mass storage for the videos and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Fort Road Massive, I appreciate your input there. Yeah. I just built this computer and thought I was doing everything right, because I got two NVMEs. I got one NVMe on the boot, and then the other NVMe is for my games, and then I have this guy for all my music stuff, videos, projects from Ableton, samples. So, I don't know. I got to rework it all. It's an older PC, but the drive is new. Newer, at least. But I've had everything fail. I'll talk to some nerdy homies that work at the computer store that I know. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, no, if it's in the computer, I won't drop it. But this music, I love that bass line. I'm on Windows, Fort Road Massive. I'm a Windows man. My PC is chilling over there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, your guys' concerns and feedback there. If you guys have any other ideas, go message me and follow me on Instagram. Whoa. Am I in the right thing here? Whoa. Where's my... What? Where'd it go? Where's my waveform visualizer and my Funktuate thingy? What? No way. There we go. No wonder why. Okay, let's get rid of that. Jesus. What is going on here? Go follow me on Instagram at Funktuate or anywhere, any social media. Come find me at Funktuate and we'll talk about it some more because I got to head off. Look up hard disk Sentinel tester drives. Yeah, I will, Fort Road Massive. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to figure it out and go to bed. Sound. You guys are amazing. Thanks for another fun night. Yeah, if you guys liked kind of the behind the scenes look and updates on the setup and all that kind of stuff, let me know if I should do more. But yeah, we'll be back for Monday Funk Day number 105 this coming Monday. I might do a test stream on a Friday with the new setup here. So thanks, Fort Road. Yeah, I'm gonna get some cable management going on tomorrow, make this look a little cleaner. But I'm going to also see if I can find the clamp end for my VESA mount so I can get the heat up on the VESA stand to free up some more surface area here. So, yeah, you guys got some good ideas. Thanks again. Oh, enjoyed the cable routing. Yeah, no, we did some pretty rudimentary routing around here, but I got to make it look clean. Yeah, get some gear back out. Play around, guys. Don't let those synths gather dust. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll do a Friday night function. Yeah, guys, this is my first time ever doing this kind of techno. I just kind of I hear it. You know, when I'm just jamming in my car, I'll just put on a Spotify playlist and I'll just hear this rumbly techno. I'm like, this is sick. I should go home and try to make that, and I make the whole funk day about it. I'm in GMT2 Fort Road. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. So, yeah. MST, GMT, General Mountain Time, Mountain Standard Time. It's only 9:30 right now, but I still have to do some stuff. And yeah, I gotta go hang out with my cats. Where are you at, Fort Road? I need to know where you're from now because I get so many international homies coming in. Not so many domestic homies, you know what I mean? Which is awesome. Whoa. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Ça c'est dans France? Europe? Où est-ce que tu habites, monsieur? Eddie. Looks French. Oh. I was wrong. My neighbor that actually shares this wall with me, unfortunately for him, because of the bass, he's from Ireland. He moved here from Ireland, so. Yeah, that's sweet. It's amazing how many people that I meet doing this. It's crazy. Yeah, he's Irish. He's got a cool little family going on over there. But yeah, over his garage it says Dublin Street or whatever. Yeah, if you ever come to Edmonton, you have something to get down with in common there. So I gotta ask though, do I have an accent? I know you probably get that a lot, but I'm always interested on people pointing out my accent versus what you're used to, the Irish accent. Do I sound more Canadian or more American? I'm guessing Canadian. I'm from Alberta. Like we have the most stereotypical Canadian accent, I feel like. I got that Canadian A. Bad. I don't drive a truck though, and I never worked up in the oil patch, so not that Albertan. I feel like I should have been born in like Germany, in Berlin or something like that, with the music I do and all the gear I have. Berlin is calling me. You know what else is calling me? My kitty cats and my bed. So I'm going to end her there, guys. Thanks again for being so cool. You guys are so fun to hang out with. 4 Road Massive. I hope to see you around some more. If it's 4:30 a.m., that means it is Thursday for you. So Saturday, around this time, I might be live again. And then Tuesday for Monday Funk Day. That sounds funny, but... But yeah, if you want to come check out Monday Funk Day, Tuesday morning Funk Day for you, please do. Take care, guys. Stay good. See you next time.